Ideas rule the world and its events. A revolution is the passage of an idea from theory to practice. Hannah Arendt has argued, the aim of revolution was and always has been freedom. But as John Adams asked during our American Revolution, are we fit for the times? Alexis de Tocqueville in the 1830s wrote, in a revolution as in a novel, the most difficult part to invent is the end. What lessons can we learn from the American Revolution and beyond? About ending well. CitizenU.org and the two teachers present The American Political Culture. Lessons in Keeping a Revolution. Democracy is sustained not only by institutions, but by culture. A democratic elected legislative branch? Not enough. How about free and fair elections? Not enough. Democracy is sustained by culture. Jeffrey Alexander in The Civil Sphere has written, democracy is a way of life. Democracy requires a sustaining culture. Walter Lippmann has written, culture is the climate of any civilization. A culture is different than an ideology. A political culture is concerned with how our political and economic life ought to be lived. A political ideology is more concerned with what our government should be doing. A democracy is a government that is accountable to the people. The critical components to our political culture are liberty, democracy, individualism, civic duty, self-reliance. The root of our culture is found in our solidarity. Jeffrey Alexander writes, justice depends on solidarity, on the feeling of being connected to others, of being part of something larger than ourselves. A whole that imposes obligations and allows us to share convictions, feelings, and cognitions, gives us a chance for meaningful participation, and respects our individual personalities even while giving us the feeling that we are all in the same boat. De Tocqueville said this solidarity was formed in our private civic associations. Today, of course, we would see that as social clubs, church groups and congregations, and sporting activities. Most important to our political culture, and every political culture, is a feeling of political efficacy. Efficacy. Internal efficacy means we the people understand what our government is doing. This appears stable. Yet external efficacy means we the people think our government understands us by being responsive to our needs. This clearly is in decline. A new cultural issue is at hand. Many are concerned that our political culture is being challenged from within. A culture war. What kind of country should we live in? In the culture war, the Orthodox believe morality is more important than self-expression, while the progressives think personal freedom is more important than traditional moral values. Remember, Democracy is sustained not only by institutions, but by culture. It was Ben Franklin, after participating in our Constitutional Convention, telling the story that he was asked one day, "Hey Ben, what have we got, a republic or a monarchy?" Franklin was to have responded, "A republic, if you can keep it." If recent revolutions aspire to be long-lasting, they will need more than institutional changes. They will need an all-important political culture. For democratic revolutions to succeed, people have to learn democracy is not a noun. Democracy is a verb. The American political culture: lessons in keeping a revolution. Brought to you by citizenu.org and the two teachers.